Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on survival multiplayer with Daggerwin. So last episode we got these two fields harvested. That was a canola field and this one was an oat field. We've got them both done now and we're moving on to the next one. Daggerwin has cultivated that and joined them two together, and also we've I did the lime spreading at the end of the last episode. So that's all ready for planting in, well, I'm not sure what we're going to put in yet, but whenever we're going to put a crop in there. But yeah, we need to move on to the next field now. We've got two more fields to harvest today. We've got a canola field again down here, which we'll do first, and then we've got a sorghum field over at number 10, which is at the top. Well, I say the top, it's the top of our land, not the top of the map. It's only a small field, that one though, and that's sorghum for probably chicken feed, I would have thought, because there's not going to be enough there to do, well, not worth doing flour with that. And also we will ideally need the sorghum for the chicken feed. So it will probably go for chicken feed, I think, that one. Anyway, here we are at the canola field. We'll start the combine up straight away and make a start with this. Start with the headlands and then work up and down the field, so I'll get on with that now on a time lapse.
Where do we go from here? No one can save us from keeping clear. I don't wanna lose you, I don't wanna lose you now. 'Cause there is only one thing on my mind. Hey, 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 I just wanna see you on my new Crave. Hey, 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 I just wanna see you on my new Crave. Before you turn around and walk away. Hey, 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 I just wanna see you on my new Crave. I can do my own thing. I can do my losing track of time, losing track of myself. I can make promises to get into your head. Hey, 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 I just wanna see you on my new Crave. Hey, 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 I just wanna see you on my new Crave. Before you turn around and walk away. Hey, 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 I just wanna see you on my, I just wanna see you on my, I can do my own thing. I can do my,
So that is the canola harvest finished. That's all the canola done now. Daggerwin has just taken over on the combine. He's going to go off and go and harvest field 10, which is the sorghum field. And I'm going to go and take this canola back to the yard. I would imagine the mill is full at the moment, so I don't think there'll be any room for that in there. We'll check it, but I don't think it will fit. So it's probably going to have to go to the farm silo and be stored until we have the capacity to take it in the mill. Let's just check on the map to see how full it is. The old grain mill canola, yep, that's full, so yeah, we'll tip it in the silo at the yard. I thought that would be the case. Daggerwin has filled it with the load that he took before I finished the field. So yeah, that's not an issue. That's good. That's working now until it takes some more. So we'll just tip that in here. But on the plus side, it means we'll be getting plenty of canola oil to sell in the autumn, which will be good. I think November time, I believe, is the time to sell the canola. Right, so this trailer needs to go over to field 10 now, which is where Daggerwin is going to be working, so I will take it up there for him. Not sure which the best way of going is. I'll probably go this way, I think. Probably be quicker. So we'll head off to field 10 with the trailer. We'll go and have a look at what Daggerwin is up to there. Just basically harvesting the small field. It won't take him too long, I don't think. It's a relatively small field, so yeah, I'd imagine just a few minutes really he'll be done with that. Here's a nice field of sunflowers, which is ours. That's not quite ready yet though. That will be harvested in probably around October, I guess. It will be a couple of months, I'd imagine, before the sunflowers are ready. And the same with the soybeans, if we've got any. I think we've got some soybeans. I believe we have one field of soybeans, so yeah, they'll be harvested later in the year as well. I'll just leave that there. I think that's the best place for that. Yeah, I think field 3, was that soybeans? Yes, it was. Yeah, field 3 and field 8, they won't be harvested until later in the year. But that's not a bad thing, because we've done quite a lot of harvesting in the last couple of episodes, so I'm sure you're probably a bit fed up with harvesting, so that's probably a good thing. Okay, so just wondering whether we should get this one planted with canola. It's planting season for canola and not a lot else really. So we could drill that one, plant that one, the two joined up fields with canola, or alternatively we could cultivate field 6 and plant that one with canola. That actually might be a better idea. I think we will do that. Let's find the fent. Here it is. We were taking some more trees down, weren't we, for the sawmill. I wonder if we should do another tree while we're here with this. Let's just take one more tree down and then we'll go and cultivate field number 6, I think it was. Right, so we'll cut this and winch it back to the sawmill. This is a nice big tree again. So there'll be plenty of wood in this one. Let's get that cut. And that will should fill up both the sawmills then with this tree. If we cut it into half or 3 pieces, some of it can go to the main sawmill and some of it can go to the small one. I think Daggerwin's already sold the wood today for the sawmills. I saw the money go up while I was harvesting, so I think that was that. Another nice big chunk of money, about 50-something thousand I think it was, which is excellent. It will help pay for some more land. And we also need a seed drill. We don't actually own a seed drill yet, which is quite surprising really. It's a bit late in the series to not own a seed drill. We've been doing everything with the planter. But yeah, a seed drill would be useful. Now I think this is going to be too heavy for this winch, I'd imagine. Yep, 6.5 tons roughly it can take, so we are going to have to cut this in half. Luckily we can reach it. Don't think you would quite reach that in real life from the ground where I am at the moment, but luckily in the game it'll reach. That's good. Okay, will it lift that now? Drag that? Wow, it doesn't. Well, we'll take the small one then, because it will. I'm sure this one will be light enough. I think it will. I don't know why that didn't work, but I think it will do it. There we go. Yes, we'll take this one round to the small sawmill then, the smaller tree, and then we'll cut the big one again. Let's just drag it a bit closer. Just winching it in a bit. My trees here still haven't grown. I'm not sure what variety of trees these are. They were probably the ones on that pallet that was already at the shop, so I don't know what they actually are, these trees. We'll find out when they start growing a bit more. But the oak trees are growing, so it is the oak trees down at the other yard, which I showed you, I think it was last episode, 2 episodes back. I said I wasn't sure which ones they were the oak trees. So oak trees are actually really fast growing trees in the game, which is good to see. Not only are they massive trees with loads of wood in them, but they also are fast growing. So very, very profitable trees to grow, definitely. The only bad thing about oak trees is it's not really an issue with the winch, but if you were loading a trailer or something, they're very odd shapes. Not really an issue for us because we've got the nice winch here. Right, we'll cut this one more time and I think that will then be enough to winch both pieces back. It must be only just overweight, I would have thought. Let's cut through that one. It takes a while and I can't really see, but luckily it stops when it's cut through anyway, so it's not a problem. There we go. Right, now we can winch these last two pieces back. Yeah, it'll take it now. So I'll take this one to the small sawmill as well, I think, because then that will fill that one up to the top. I'm not sure how much more it needs actually, but we'll take this one round to this one, to this sawmill, and then the rest of it can go into the main big sawmill. Just winch it closer. Hopefully that will take it, but if not, actually no, it won't take it, will it? It's obviously too full. Yeah, we're on 11,000, but that will take it once there is space. It'll just automatically take that, so that's fine. Okay, there's quite a lot of milk by the looks of things there. That's good. Oh dear. Luckily it didn't tip over. Wasn't concentrating. Right, okay, so let's get the final tree and that will go into the big sawmill, which is over here. Yeah, we'll winch this final one and then that'll be all the trees done, and then we'll go and start the cultivation. So I think I'll probably just do this now on time lapse and then I'll go and pick up the cultivator and get that field cultivated. So I'm not sure if you caught all of the conversation there, but basically Daggerwin just purchased a seed drill, 6 metre seed drill, which will be for planting things like wheat and barley and oats that we can't currently plant with our planter. But it can also do canola, and basically it can also direct drill all of the crops as well, which is a big bonus because currently our planter you'd have to cultivate every field first, which means we can now do fields directly rather than having to cultivate first and then going on with the seed drill. We can get it all done in one pass now. But obviously I've just cultivated that one now, so we're going to use the old planter for doing the canola anyway because yeah, it's no point doing it with a 6 metre direct drill now it's already cultivated, because that wouldn't be much of a time saving. But what I can do now, because Daggerwin is just about to make a start on the planting, is I will pick up the set of rolls here and we'll go behind Daggerwin in that field, and I'll roll the canola behind where he's drilled or planted. And then obviously, yeah, we have got the new seed drill which is at the shop at the moment, and then we can use that one to do fields which haven't already been cultivated. We can plant cereals and canola with that, so that is brilliant. because I think it was overdue. I just mentioned it earlier, didn't I? I think about not having a seed drill yet. I think we are overdue a seed drill now. However many episodes we are, over 40 episodes. Yeah, I think it's about time we did have a seed drill. Obviously not the widest one, but we can't really afford the biggest one. And for the amount we're actually going to use, it's probably not that essential, because we do have quite a wide planter there, 9 metre planter. So yeah, not a major problem. I'll just wait for Daggerwin to come round one more time, and then I will start rolling behind where he goes. So I'll get them unfolded, might as well. Again, not the widest set of rolls, but they're still pretty good for the amount of land that we've got at the moment. I do find that the widest set of rolls that come with the game are a little bit too wide in some cases, and the biggest problem with those is storing them, because they tend to unfold themselves while they're in storage, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, so these ones are better overall, I would say, just not quite as wide. I think what we could really do with in the game is another set of rolls that is probably a bit wider than this set, but not quite as wide as the other set, somewhere in between really. That'd be ideal, because this one's a little bit on the narrow side for some of the bigger fields, but then the other one is a bit too big. Anyway, Daggerwin has gone around the field once now, so I can now start rolling. Let's get that set up on the steering, and there we go. So I'll get on now with rolling this canola field and come back to you when it's done. So we've got that field there all done and rolled and everything, and now we're moving on to field number 10, and this is going to be drilled with the new seed drill and then rolled afterwards, obviously. Daggerwin just said that he wants to swap the tractors over though, because the horsepower requirement for the seed drill is more than what the class is, I assume. I'll just check that, because I'm not sure. I'm surprised the class wouldn't be powerful enough to run the seed drill, but apparently he says it's not, so we'll just check that. So yeah, the class tractor, which is in, I think it's medium tractors. This one here, oh, I don't know what ours actually is. Maybe it is not quite enough. He says it's 270 horsepower requirement anyway, so maybe we've got the slightly less powerful one, I'm not sure. Anyway, we better get on. Daggerwin's now waiting for me. He's now on the rolls, and I suppose I'll do the drilling then. So I'll use the new seed drill. We're going to be doing this one with canola as well, I assume. I suppose we could do wheat, but no, we can't actually because of the month. It has to be canola this month, August, so yeah, we'll have to do that. So we'll get it started up, and I'll go on with this now on time lapse. So we've almost completed this one. It didn't take too long, although obviously Daggerwin's been waiting a while because the working width of my seed drill is quite a lot slower than his rolls. So yeah, it's not ideal for Daggerwin anyway, but he did offer to let me use it. I was perfectly happy to do the rolling, but he said, do you want to do the drilling, sorry, so well, that's why I'm doing it. But yeah, I was going to do the rolling, but Daggerwin said, do you want to do the drilling, so I did do. Anyway, there we go, we are all done now, so Daggerwin can now finish that off with the rolls. I'll get this folded up and taken back to the yard. There we go, that is the field complete. So we've got 2 fields now today drilled with canola for next harvest, next year. Which I think will probably be about the right amount, because obviously if you do too much, there isn't room in the mill for it all, so then you lose out and you have to wait till the following year to sell the oil. So that is working out, I think, quite well. I would say this one field of sunflowers is about the right amount as well for doing the sunflower oil for next year, or for this year, selling this year. So yeah, that's about what it needs to be, I think. And the rest of the fields can be soybeans, wheat, sorghum, all that sort of stuff, oats. Right, where are we going to put the new seed drill? Probably in that shed there. That's a bit of a space. That looks probably just about big enough, I think. Try and reverse it into this end one. Probably the best place for it. Not coming quite at the right angle there. It is quite a narrow shed, that shed entrance, but I think I will get it in. Just got to get it lined up correctly. There we go. We're in. So we'll drop it off there. And Daggerwin's just finishing off the rolling, and then that'll probably be it, I think, for today. We've done quite a lot. Got quite a lot of field work done and some harvesting. Probably won't be any harvesting next episode, possibly. I'm not sure. It depends how many days Daggerwin skips, but I don't think September will have much harvesting to do. I'll just look at the map to see how progressed the ones that are still growing are. We've got field 3 and 8. So yeah, I would say that's probably 2 months worth of growth. So either Daggerwin's going to skip 2 months, or he will just skip 1 month, and then we'll probably have to wait another episode to do those last 2 fields there. But yeah, we've got this one, field 6 planted. Do they need lime or anything? Oh, it did. That one needs lime. Well, hopefully we can get that done next time. But yeah, at least they've both been rolled. That's good. So yeah, there's Daggerwin. He's just finished, so I think I'll leave it there as well. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.